Hello, everybody. No, this is not Friday. Happy Saturday. This is Cheryl, and this is my Ypifany channel where I talk about everything related to learning, development, and evaluation, and do everything I can to help decolonize our thinking around that. So I look a little different today. I took my braids out and I'm wearing my 4C hair. It's actually grown a lot, but y'all know how this 4C just snaps back, right? It's grown a lot though, since I had those braids in, but let's just about to put some more braids in because I can't deal, even though it's just a little bit, it's really a lot of work, when you have your natural hair, and I don't have time. So I was up late last night. Okay. Just, couldn't sleep, wasn't tired until really, well, early this morning. And I was looking at the debacle that was happening between Tracy and Jay Wilson. Now, you all know, like, I did another video thanking Jay Wilson for all the wonderful things he did regarding the Families Rise Together and the course that I'm creating for individuals who are incarcerated and are coming out, or who, are in that community trying to start a business in the African American community and other POC. So I like him. I like what he does. I'm on his platform a lot. I like, he's funny. I like all that. So I was on Tracy's thing last night, right? And she posted this video saying that Jay was stalking her. So I looked at the video and I'm looking for Jay. I'm listening for Jay. I'm looking for Jay. Just, because, she was so sure when she posted it, it's him. I can't believe he did this. I'm like, oh my God, he did? I'm like, oh my goodness, let me look at this video. I didn't see anything, and then I'm looking at her chat. I'm like, these people are delusional. Like, what are they talking about? You can't even tell who's in the video. Like, where, like, how, she's just clearly making up this story, based on some evidence that she has. She's trying to, shoehorn it into her own narrative about what's going on. Yeah. So I thought about that, right? I really thought about that. And my work is in learning. So everything I look at and everything I do, I'm looking at it through that lens. So I thought about it, and I thought about something that happened yesterday when I was working on one of my courses with my partner. And he was telling me, he was trying to explain Linux to me. Okay. He was trying to explain it to me. And I told him, like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get why I have to be, typing this stuff on a black screen and all that. I don't know what. And he's like, well, Google it. It says it right here in Google White. And I was like, I don't get it, and he doesn't get why I don't get it. So, we did an exercise where I tapped a song on his arm. I'm like, let's do this. So I tapped the song, Mary Had a Little Lamb, on his arm. Okay. I just tapped it. And I said, you tell me what that song is. And he couldn't get it, right? I said, you can't get it because I have in my head, I hear it in my head. I know what it is. I know what I'm tapping. And I'm wondering what the hell is wrong with you? Why can't you hear this? Because all he's getting is the tapping on the arm. He doesn't have all that other context, So when I thought about it like that, I'm like, okay, Teresa's not delusional. She's not lying. She's not, creating or whatever. What's happening is, at least from my perspective, and again, I'm looking at it through a learning lens. What's happening is I see this video and I'm just looking at it, and I have nothing else I don't have her experience. I don't have her feelings. I don't have her thoughts about Jay. I don't have any of that stuff. All of that context is in Tracy, and I'm just seeing this little part, and I cannot make that connection. Like, that connection is not there for me. Right. So just like yesterday, when I was trying to figure out this thing called Linux, and I didn't have all the context that my partner had in his head, I had to find a way to create my own why about it, so I can then learn just as much as he did. Right. So with Tracy, I can't say you're lying. I can't say what you're, I can't, because all I can say is from what I see, which is not all of the context that she has, from what I see, I can't make the connection. And that doesn't mean I'm telling the truth and she's lying, or I'm lying and she's telling the truth. All that is we have two totally different pictures and frames, and everybody else out there who has an opinion about what's going on, right? You have your own frame, your own context behind all of that stuff that happened last night. Okay. So, and this was good for me to see and for me to realize, because now when I create learning programs, when I create learning events and things in the learning environment, I have to recognize that the stuff I know and feel and have experienced is not the stuff that you know, see, and feel and have experienced, right? So the content that's being exchanged, right? So if I'm creating a course on entrepreneurship, so that entrepreneurship, that content is going to land differently in your mind, is going to land differently in the mind of the person next to you. It's going to land different, it's going to do that. So my job then is not to tell you what to do or tell you how to think or tell you how to feel. My job is to create the conditions and the environment and the space to allow you to use that content to create your own story, to create your own meaning and meaningful narrative. Okay. Just like Tracy did. Other people saw that video and they were like, and they have some background and stuff like that. Right. And it landed a certain way in their mind. And now they have their own story about it. Now we have this other thing called evidence, right? But evidence is not all facts. Evidence is what opinions, beliefs, assumptions, what is it? Facts, opinions, beliefs, and feelings. All of that stuff is evidence. What we want is to have a good mix of all of those, before we go on to make a decision to do something. Because I heard last night, like before she got on the phone, she was like, I just had a feeling. That's evidence. Feeling, that's evidence, but it's about having a good mix of all of those before you say, you know what, I'm going to make this decision to do this thing. Okay. Because we're accountable for our decisions, right? And we want to be accountable for our decisions, because where there's accountability, there's power, and there's the ability to choose and do something differently, if we want to, or we can keep deciding the same way, or we can say, you know what, I don't like the result I'm getting. I don't like the outcomes that are coming of these decisions that I'm making. So let me back up, re-examine the evidence, the facts, beliefs, opinions, assumptions. Okay. Re-examine that and see if I need to make another choice. Okay. So it was a good lesson for me. I'm glad I stayed up late to watch it. It's very interesting. It's interesting. And I don't even know if this stuff is like reality TV, right? Where they just be making shit up, for entertainment factors. I don't know. But what I do know is that I was able to see something, and that further informs the way that I do my work and the way that I see learners and other stakeholders, and so now I have empathy. I have empathy with them, because I see when somebody's trying to tell me something and I just don't get it, and they think something's wrong with me because I can't see what they see. That's not the case. The case is I need the freedom. I need the room. I need the control to be able to take this thing and internalize it the way I internalize it. Right. I say all the time, you cannot learn for learners. That's their responsibility. As a learner, that's my responsibility. You can't do that for me. You can train and instruct and facilitate and all that shit till the cows come home. But in no way, shape, or form can you ever learn for me. And we as instructors and facilitators and trainers, we have to realize that. And it feels like you're losing control. I know that's what it feels like, right? Because what you want to say is that I did this. What I created made this happen. Okay. No, that's not true. You can't say what you did made something. You don't even know that. You have no idea if that's the case. The best you can do is say, I was a collaborator in this thing, because multiple things have to work together in order for a person to reach a certain goal, or to progress in a certain direction. Multiple things. It's like I asked somebody in one of my groups, how to make what does it take to make a cup of coffee? Like, what are the ingredients? It's coffee, water, milk if you like it, and some sugar, possibly, right? And I was like, no, it's not. There is no coffee if you don't have gravity. There is no coffee, not like that, if you don't have heat in some way. There is no coffee if you have no atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? That gets real picky, but it's the truth. You have multiple collaborators working to help me progress, or to help me reach my next goal, or to help learners do that. There is no way in the world that I can say my awesome, wonderful, fabulous course caused you to get a job. Okay? That's not the case. So first of all, let's tell the truth. And this is in my article. Evaluation is for use, not for proof. Okay? So let's tell the truth about what we're actually doing. Okay? Somebody is when they come to us for training, somebody is asking us, they're delegating to us a certain thing to help them get to the next step. All right. And the best we can do is share that goal and engage in collaboration with the trillions of other things that are helping that person, get to that next step. All right. Okay. So I got a lot of work to do. So this is all I'm going to say today. And I'll see you all later. Bye.